first week in September and I've made it up here to Canada. It must be time to hunt some bears and shoot some ducks. I'm Brett Knight. Welcome to My Wild Outdoors. Well, here we are. All the planning is over, the packing's over, the travel. I've made it to Evergreen Resort up in the Palm, Manitoba, Canada. And once again was greeted by the vast amounts of wilderness up here, the woods, the lakes, the rice lakes, the marshes, the rivers. All that makes for a great adventure, a sportsman's paradise. And this trip didn't let me down in what I was looking forward to. There was so much duck hunting, so much fishing, so much bear hunting, and just being in the outdoors. I couldn't possibly fit it all into one video. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to do an overview video here, and then I'm going to come back and do a specialized video just focusing on the fishing, then the duck hunting, another one on bear hunting, and a short video on traveling out of the country for hunting. But on this video, I'm going to start off taking a look at the duck hunting. And I will warn you ahead of time, this was my first opportunity to ever go duck hunting. So Mark kind of took me under his wing, as it were, and took me out into the wheat fields. He took me hunting in marshes and rice lakes, and I just had a ball. Just a completely good time out there duck hunting, and totally hooked to the sport. And as you can see here, there were so many different environments that we could hunt in, from field hunting to marshes to rice lakes, where we scouted out the ducks and kind of planned our next few days of hunting and where we would be going to. And it all worked out, because boy did we see lots of ducks. We saw ducks pretty much everywhere that we went. And so we began our hunting in the fields, where we had a good amount of ducks flying in on us, and that kind of got my my first opportunity to duck hunt there. And as you can see, we were bringing some in here, and as we brought them in, we brought them down.
Take 'em.
Then we went on the next day and did some hunting in some marshes, hunting from a boat and behind blinds and with decoys out, and we called them in. And once again, as we called them in, we brought them down. But it didn't take me long to realize the hardest worker in duck hunting, no doubt, it's the dog. Maggie did an amazing job of retrieving all of our ducks for us, and for me it was just quite an eye-opener to see how well trained and behaved these kind of hunting dogs are in the right hands. And I sure enjoyed getting to watch her get out there and work. Even though I got to do a lot of duck hunting while I was in Canada, as you'll see on the more detailed video, I've got a long way to go to become a great duck hunter. I think all I did was encourage other people to try to take my job.
I'm Kevin Pettit, duck hunting up in Canada, and this is My Wild Outdoors.
I'm Jesse Allison, this is My Wild Outdoors.
Hey, I'm Mark Kabelka up in Canada. This is My Wild Outdoors.
Fishing was probably the biggest surprise of the entire trip. Definitely didn't go up there with the idea of mine to do a lot of fishing while I'm there. Not that great of a fishing person, especially in the northern waters for pike and walleye and such. But I tell you what, with Ken's guidance, we just had an absolute ball, as you're going to see on the video. Hunter went with me, and we laughed the entire time. But here you go. Here's the pieces of our fishing trip. I just set a personal best. First cast, 20 seconds, snagged. Very proud of it.
Is that the best you've done so far?
That's the best I've done.
Never snagged that quick?
Not that quick, I don't believe.
That's good, and 100 feet of water too.
2,000 miles to come and snag on the first cast. That's right. I'm very proud.
Oh.
What are you laughing about over there, Hunter?
Because I can't believe I can't believe I'm actually catching fish. Oh man.
All right.
You know when fishing is good.
Brace myself in here.
When Brett gets a fish, it's good fishing.
All right, here's the situation. Hunter's got a fish. Ken's got a fish, and I've got a fish. Question is, who's going to hold the camera?
Oh, nice fish. That's a nice fish.
Beauty.
He's good, boy. He's good.
Okay, here he is. My finest catch of the day. Wow.
That's a pretty good fish, boy.
Yeah. And of course, the main reason I was going up to Manitoba to see my friends Ken and Mark of Evergreen Resort and Marksman Outfitters was to go bear hunting. And man, did I have some fun up there doing that. Saw tons of bears, got great video, and in the end, got a nice bear with a really, really tricky shot. Take a look at this. Okay, here we are. My Wild Outdoors Canada edition. We've been out checking signs, looking around at different bear signs. Looks like we've got one really active area. We've got a couple of good size black bears on that. Maybe one small, one's a little bit smaller than that. But it's very active. Seems like they're living in that area. Good probability that we'll see something there. We had another completely different area. We didn't have a lot of activity. We had a very large bear that looked like it was moving through there. Very tall bear. The only problem is, it doesn't look like it's moving through nearly as often. So we had to kind of, make that choice. Do we go where we're more likely to see the bear, or do we go for a larger bear? Well, being that this is day one, I'm going to go see if I can't get that larger bear to come out and see if I can't find where it's hanging out at. And we did see lots of bears. So every day that we went out, we saw bears. But that big one, he just wasn't going to come out. We tried every trick in the book, as you'll see in the more detailed video, but he just wasn't going to come out. Okay. Still day 2. Not seeing much out here yet. Not even seeing the squirrels and ravens from earlier. So we're just kind of sitting quiet, seeing what happens, if we can't make something happen here real soon. But this is all part of bear hunting. A lot of waiting. If you're going to be picky, you're going to wait. That's the name of the game. And maybe sometimes I waited a little bit too much. But I did get to see lots of bears, lots of action, and in the end, I got to see the biggest of the group that was there be able to pull down and take a shot. Okay, out of the stand and about to start the tracking. Mark is on his way here. I just sent him a text saying, bring a 4-wheeler. I think we've got a bear down. For a boy who's not very good at shooting left-handed, I was very pleased with that shot. Let's go see what we can find. All right, here we are. We found him, tracked him down, just like we thought. He didn't make it very far. Good-looking bear. He'll probably go in mid 5-foot range or so, but he's a good-looking bear, and real proud to have gotten him. He, like I said, he probably made it, I don't know, maybe 40 yards from the point where we shot him at. The shot went straight through where I hoped it would. Well, it looked like it did. It was a good, clean shot, and he went down quick. So now we're going to load him up, skin him up, and go get something to drink. Ugh, sorry, buddy. Well, as you can see from this brief overview, it was an amazing time up in Canada. I just can't believe all the fun I had up there. And I owe 100% of it to Mark and Ken Kabelka from Marksman Outfitters and Evergreen Resorts. I'm not a paid advertiser. They don't pay me to do anything. I pay my way just like all the rest of you do. But I tell you what, when I go to Canada, I only hunt with these guys. And now, fishing and duck hunting, well, that's on the list too. If you want to have a great time like I did, give them a call because I guarantee you they'll give you the same great time that I had.